Hey everyone, what's up? This isn't a vlog by any means. Just, I kind of thought I'm just gonna lay back a little bit. So I know I look terrible right now. I really need to shave. I know, but basically, I want this video to be a video about who my all-time favorite wrestlers are, and um, it's something I've been asked a lot, believe it or not, but I just don't know what to really say. I guess because I have, like, right now, my personal favorite is Jeff Hardy, but I think it's one of those things that as the generations go on, you're going to have different answers for. And if you want to say, oh, who's your favorite 80s wrestling star? Me, that might have to be like Ric Flair or maybe Sting when he had the blonde hair. But, that's really about it from the 80s. As for the 90s, I'd probably have to say, probably Stone Cold, because he did something that a lot of people just didn't really do at that time, and he started a revolution. I mean, as soon as Austin 316 was born, bam, that's when wrestling took off in the 90s. You had the signs everywhere you went, you had t shirts everywhere you went. You could be, just a regular class in high school, and like three or four kids would have an Austin 316 shirt. And that's what I love about wrestling. That's what I wish wrestling was still at that kind of level, where wrestling was just at an all-time high and every single person loved it. I mean, wrestling now is kind of marketed more towards younger kids than a grown-up audience, but I think WWE is kind of breaking that barrier. But that's not the point of this video. The point is my favorite stars. Well, so far you got Ric Flair, you got Sting, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Another name would probably be The Rock, just because for the like 6-7 years he wrestled, he didn't he wasn't too involved per se, but more so he wanted to show them that this isn't a sport, this isn't even wrestling, this is entertainment. And that's why I think The Rock is sort of like the founder of the term sports entertainment, because he took a catchphrase of his, laying the smack down all over your candy asses. And what did WWE do with that? They made it into a brand of wrestling, SmackDown. And I thought at first it was a joke, but it's pretty cool actually. So as in terms of the 90s, probably I'd say The Rock, Stone Cold, tag teams, obviously DX and the NWO, but more so I think the Hardys were involved, and Four Horsemen, although Horsemen were more like 80s-ish, but I mean, point is, you have your favorites for all generations, and if you want to go to the early 2000s, from 2000 to 2005, Kurt Angle, I think, really rose in that era. You had, this is kind of a tricky one. I think I could just leave it at Kurt Angle, really. I mean, Kurt, he brought a new sense of wrestling to the business, and besides being the Olympic hero, he went from a bad guy to a good guy, and then back to a bad guy within 5 years, and he did so well, though. That's the only thing. Kurt's one of those guys that if he's a good guy, he's awesome. If he's a bad guy, he's awesome. So, either way for him, it's pretty sweet. And from 2005 to present, like I said, it was Jeff Hardy because of how much he rose. Like, from 2005 to 2010, I'd say. 2005, he was in TNA. 2006, he came back to WWE, and he stayed with them for 4 years. And I can't see. That's where I'm kind of fuzzy. The timeline for me is kind of screwy. I can't remember if he left in '09 or 2010. No, he left in early 2010, I want to say, where he had that cage match with CM Punk in a loser leaves WWE match. It was either late 2009, early 2010. But, so Jeff Hardy would be up there. Other favorites from 2005 to now. I'm doing this video off the top of my head in case if you couldn't really notice. But, like I said, it's a non-vlog. I'm just bored, I guess. But, whew. I'm going to be honest. I would have to say Rob Van Dam or Ezekiel Jackson, because RVD, he went from relaunching ECW in 2006 with obviously WWE's backing, but he really took ECW and rose it up, I think. And now he's in TNA, where I think he's kind of losing credibility, but at the same time, RVD's one of those guys, he doesn't care, he just wrestles. Um, then you have, I say Ezekiel Jackson, because I just think the guy's amazing and he can outperform almost anyone. But, I'd say it. I don't think a lot of people would say this name, but Tommy Dreamer, because Tommy Dreamer, ECW was always his baby, and the original ECW he won the title, and the new ECW won the title, and he's the only guy in ECW history to win the title in both the original ECW and the new ECW. So, I think Tommy Dreamer is really going to be one of my favorites, in terms of a hardcore wrestler. But that's really just about it. Just giving you some of my favorites from each generation. So I mean, if you guys have your favorites, just let me know and leave a comment.